How have the first 2 months of Donald Trump's economy gone? You all know that I am a partisan observer of politics in the United States, but I made a pledge to you that I would tell you just the facts when it comes to the economy. Where are the numbers under Trump? And we are going to continue doing exactly that. Let's just review and see where we are and then see what we can glean from it. Unemployment rate at the end of President Biden's term was 4.1%. Under Donald Trump, now 2 months, unemployment is at 4.1%. It is flat. There has been no change as of this moment to the unemployment rate under Donald Trump. The inflation rate, when President Biden left, it was at 2.9% year over year for the year ending December 2024. It briefly went up to 3 and then is now down to 2.8. Inflation under Donald Trump essentially unchanged, down slightly from 2.9 to 2.8%. GDP growth, it's going to be a while until we get GDP data that encompasses Donald Trump's presidency. We now got the Q4 number from 2024. The economy grew an annualized 2.3% in the fourth quarter of 2024. Totally normal, uncontroversial number, nothing crazy to look at and say, oh my God, this is incredibly good, it's incredibly bad. It is fine for a country and an economy the size of ours. Really kind of like nothing to see here. No Trump data yet. Mortgage rates are slightly down. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage is often the one that's used kind of as a barometer. When Joe Biden left, it was 7.04. It is now 6.67 after 2 months of Donald Trump, down about a quarter of a percentage point. This is, you can argue it's good. I mean, the thing about mortgage rates is they tend to move opposite home prices. When mortgage rates come down, all of a sudden people can afford more house at the same payment, and that can tend to have a slightly upward influence on home prices. About a quarter point difference so far. We talked about consumer sentiment as tracked notably by the University of Michigan. And as you can see here, certainly down slightly. We don't yet have the February number, but that is where we are. And then stock market performance, notably, stocks up 22% in 2023 under Biden, stocks up 22% in 2024 under Joe Biden. Since Donald Trump has become president, the broader markets on average are down 5.7%. That is a significant stock market decline in a short period of time under Donald Trump. So what is the truth about economic data so far? Basically flat, with two metrics about expectations pointing down. Does this mean we're headed to a recession? Not necessarily. Does this mean that this is inevitably the direction things are going to go? No, not necessarily. What we see is that unemployment has not really changed. Inflation has not really changed. What we do see is consumer sentiment down significantly, suggesting the average American has an expectation that things are not going to be so good in the near future. And the stock market, which is a futures market of sorts, it's not literally trading futures. Literally trading futures is something different. But in a sense, the stock market is reacting to expectations about what is coming, tariffs, et cetera, and the effect that that will have. Down 5.7% in just 50-something, 662, something like that days. That is not so good. Those are the facts. Now, we can still interpret and make our analysis, but when we talk about whatever metrics, we always want to start with the data and go to the primary sources, go to the St. Louis Fed, go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And we do this no matter who is president. Do not fall for the people who will trust or not trust the exact same sources, depending on who is president and depending on what direction a move is more convenient to them politically. We can evaluate Trump's policies, and then we can also look at the data, and then we put it together. That's where we are right now. My question to you is whether there is any other metric you want me to start including in our once-a-month economic update. This is the second one of Trump's presidency. We did one around February 20th. We've now done one around March 20th, plus a couple of days to get those final days of data. We will do one in another month. If this needs to be expanded with additional metrics, let me know. info@davidpakman.com. We will take a quick break. My book comes out tomorrow. I know many of you have already received it. Please review the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Goodreads. Very quick break, right back after this. I have a book coming out. I've spent a long time working on this. I couldn't be more excited to share it with you. It is called The Echo Machine, and it answers a crucial question. How did American politics get so broken? And just as importantly, how do we fight back effectively before it's too late? Trump back in the White House, damage piling up, an administration filled with extremists and loyalists, attacks on democratic institutions, policies hurting working people. If you've felt like you're screaming into the void and watching democracy slip away, my book, The Echo Machine, will help you make sense of what's happening and also give you an idea of what we can do about it. Go to davidpakman.com/echo or find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, I'd like David Pakman's The Echo Machine from Beacon Press. Pre-orders make a huge difference. Please support the book at davidpakman.com/echo.